Hey everyone, oh my goodness, you're seeing all my stuff back there. Happy Thursday. Things are just not working well with technology. I was trying to go live from Zoom, but I think they changed some settings, so I had to just give my group permissions. Anyways, didn't do that in time. So anyways, happy Thursday. It is Training Thursdays. I wasn't originally going to go live today because I was traveling and there was just stuff. So anyways, was able to, so that's why I decided to do this really quickly. But if you're on live or watching the replay, hello, it is Brianna Wilkerson and I am a holistic health coach creating a business designed to support women to find peace with food, feel confident in their bodies again, and develop a healthy lifestyle that's more than about what they weigh. Okay? And so today, I want to kind of give you a little bit of introduction to kind of some of the things we'll cover in next week's challenge. So if you're signed up for the Conquer Your Cravings Challenge, you're already in it. You're going to tune in here live every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for the live training. I think Wednesday we're going to go a little bit earlier, 11:30, because I have a call at 12. But you'll get updates each day on that. But yeah, so make sure you tune in live every day next week from Monday to Friday to really help you conquer your cravings. So if you're someone who has had sugar cravings, salt cravings, fat craving, processed food cravings, or just cravings that seem like they come out of nowhere and you're not quite sure how to deal with them in a way that's sustainable and actually get to the root of the issue, this is for you, because so many of us just feel like cravings are the reason why we're not going forward in our health goals, and it could be. And so that's why we really want to get to the bottom of it, and we're going to do that in this really value-packed challenge where I'll be leading you through it, but also have a special offer for you to get really my eyes on your life and really help you figure out personally what's holding you back, what cravings are you having, and when they come up, what you can do with them. So there's a special offer. So you're going to want to sign up for the challenge, free challenge. Go to madewell345.com/conquer your cravings. Okay, so today I wanted to talk to you about 3 ways that by conquering your cravings, by doing the challenge next week and getting the getting the support through the one-on-one offer I have, you will start to find peace with food, your body, your weight, and yourself, which is what I'm all about, right? And the first step, whatever it is, first reason why you should conquer your cravings is 1, so you can know that it's not about self-control and you can stop blaming yourself. I'm going to say that again, so that you can know it's not just about self-control and you can stop blaming yourself. So many women come to me, and this is even my own experience 10 years ago, whenever, that I just was like, why do I keep giving into this food? Why can't I have the self-control that I once did? Why? It's my fault. Well, that's not helpful, first of all. But 2, it's not your fault in the sense your body is smarter than you, and so is your brain. There's just been a habit that's been created that is really holding you back from conquering the cravings in the way that you want. And what I mean by that is when you eat certain foods, particularly sugar, and we'll talk about this a little bit next week, your body recognizes that sugar tastes good. It tastes good, and it leaves a certain taste in your palate wanting more. Obviously, there are certain times where you're like, I can't have any more sugar. But it craves sugar to make you feel good. Your mind will crave it to make you, if you're going through a stressful situation, a sad situation, to just make your body and mind feel good. It releases the happy stuff in your body that just makes you say, hey, I'm feeling a lot better for a short term, okay? And so your brain and your body is very smart in that what you continue to give to it, it recognizes, hey, she does this when certain this, or hey, this does this to the body, it makes it feel good. So I'm going to tell her to crave sugar when she's tired, when she's stressed, when she's feeling emotional, whichever. We're all emotional, so I don't really like using that, but you know what I mean. That's how we describe it. Or salt. Salt, you might be actually craving salt, for one, when you actually need some minerals and all that stuff that salt gives. But also the crunchy, the salt, it's all about, there are certain things that happen in your body, in your mind, in your emotions that lead you to crave things. And I don't want to give away too much. We're going to talk about that next week. But it's not just about self-control. Literally, your hormones can be out of whack, not just your female ones, but your cortisol, your melatonin, all these other ones, insulin in particular. Your, you could be lacking nourishment in other areas of your life. You could be dehydrated. And so there are many reasons why you could be craving something. And so let's just remove the barrier remove the thought or the saying that we think that it's just a matter of self-control. And let's also stop blaming ourselves, right? Because blaming yourself, what does that do for you? Does that actually motivate you to move forward? No, what it does is puts you back in a state of dieting where you're constantly going through this loop saying like, no, when I can't control what I eat, so I'm going to go on this strict diet plan. And therefore you feel like you can't enjoy what you're eating on a normal basis. You feel like food is only something that you can enjoy when you're a certain weight. You feel that food is, there's no freedom around it because you always have to be on this diet to manage your cravings, which is just a bunch of baloney, okay? And so what I really want you to concentrate on with step 1, this is the most powerful step that when you start to conquer your cravings or do the challenge, do the one-on-one work, this is the biggest breakthrough. You're going to stop saying it's just a matter of self-control and stop blaming yourself. Now, do I think self-control has a role to play in anything? Yes, it has a role to play in everything. But we are so often blaming ourselves that we are just constantly putting ourselves in a state of just low vibrations, negative energy that does not motivate us and it does not uplift us. So when you decide to conquer your cravings, you're going to stop saying that it's just about self-control and stop blaming yourself. But 2, you're also going to stop playing the victim. And what I mean by that is I think sometimes we think that life just happens to us versus that we don't have control. So even you might be like, you know what, Brie, it is hormonal. It's that time of month and I want this and I'm just going to give myself it. Totally fine. But if you feel like you don't want to keep doing that, you feel like it's holding you back from your goals, then you should not give yourself it. You should have self-control. But what I mean by that is that we make our decisions or what we're going through about someone else or it's outside of us, right? So the first step is this might feel weird to you because the first way I kind of talked about just mentioning saying like, it's not your fault. There's other things happening. But 2, you do have control. You can make a change. So if you find out that your cortisol levels are really high on an ongoing basis because your body and your mind are constantly stressed, that's why you're craving. It's not your fault. Your cortisol levels are high. But why your cortisol levels are high? Probably because you're not managing your stress in the way that is serving your body and your mind. So therefore, stop playing a victim saying, oh, it's just my cortisol levels are high. I'm just stressed out all the time. And take control. Manage your stress. So we cannot continue forward and saying, just because the situation, just because I'm older, just because I have kids, just because I have a 9 to 5 plus or a 9 to 9 job, I don't have time to take care of myself. I don't have time to figure this out. No, we stop playing the victim and we take control and recognize that we have the power to change our health in our life. You have the power to change your health in your life. You need to just stop making excuses and saying that it's someone else's fault. Okay, so in the first way that conquering your cravings can help you is that you realize like, okay, there's other things going on. I'm stressed. My hormones are out of whack. I'm thirsty and all these things. Like, oh, there's causes both internally in my body and externally in my world. But then 2, you realize, you know what, just because that's happening and these things are happening to me, I have the power to change the outcome. Jack Canfield talks about the event happens, your response happens, and an outcome happens. So when you know what the event is, the cause, you can choose how you respond, and that will create a different outcome. More times than not. Okay? So 1, you stop saying that it's just about self-control, and you stop blaming yourself, but 2, you stop playing the victim and realize you have power to change your health and life. You do. And if you don't know how because you feel like you've tried everything, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm going to help you in this challenge, but that's what I'm going to help you as a one-on-one coach in the special offer I have for you that I haven't never offered before, okay? In this unique way. Okay, and then number 3, you take aligned action, all right? So when you say like, you know what, I'm just really stressed and this is overwhelming me. Like, so I'm going to give you a personal example. I have a daughter who just, sometimes she sleeps really well. She's sleeping right now, but at any moment might wake up. Her naps are usually okay, but at night, and so it's just normal that I have an 11-month-old and I'm just not going to get sleep. But then I started looking a little bit more at my life and saying, but Brie, when do you really go to bed? Yeah, I know you work when she's sleeping. And I know sometimes that's at night and you have something to do, so you gotta stay up late. But how many times are you going to bed later just because you want to veg, which is important? Can you get yourself to bed earlier so that you have more time to accumulate that sleep? Yes, I can. Went and visited my friend, and she goes to bed super early. And I was like, okay, I have nothing else to do. I'm going to go to bed super early. But of course my daughter woke up, but it was like, I still got more sleep. A little bit. But so when I came back, I was like, I'm going to go to bed early, And guess what? I wasn't playing victim. I'm like, you know what? Or I wasn't making excuses. I'm saying, you know what? I do have something external. I do have a young child. But what can I do? I can try my best to go to bed at a certain time so there's more hours allotted for me to accumulate sleep. One night down. So far, so good. But then third one, taking aligned action. So for me, when I don't sleep well, I crave a little bit of caffeine, and throughout the day, I crave a little bit of sugar, a little bit of raisins, a little bit of something sweet, and they might be totally healthy and nutritious, but that doesn't solve the issue. So yes, you can switch out your cravings for a chocolate bar with a piece of fruit, but I think it's more important too to figure out what is at the source of the cravings, lack of sleep, right? So when I don't get sleep just because life happens, I don't go to bed on time, or my daughter stays up and gets up, I can be like, okay, this is what's happening, Brianna. Oh my goodness, halt, stop. You are just tired. So what can you do instead? Can you actually take a nap when she naps? I know sometimes you work then, but can you actually take a nap? Can you have a lighter day? Can you drink a cup of water? Just close your eyes for 5 minutes. What can you do? All right. That's just one personal example of how I choose to conquer my cravings, or how I'm choosing to conquer my cravings in this season. Because I'm not perfect either. I got to work on all the stuff I teach you, I work on too. So the first way is stop, it's not just about self-control. Stop blaming yourself. There are things happening in your body, in your environment that really can prompt those cravings. But 2, don't play the victim and make excuses anymore. Like, what can you do once you figure out what's at that source of that craving to really conquer it? And so you're not playing a victim to it. It's not just happening to you. And you can reach your health goals and feel good in your body, in your weight, in yourself, in your relationship with food. But then 3, you're able then to take aligned action. You're able to better understand what's happening, what you can do, so that you're not just picking and choosing random programs. That's why I love working one-on-one, is because even in a group setting, it's very easy for people to be like, oh, this person's doing this, so we got to do this. But it's like, no. What's going on in your unique life? This is what you need to do. Okay, don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't worry about shiny object syndrome. It's a very, very big thing for entrepreneurs, but us as women. Fear of missing out, FOMO and SIBO. Not small intestine bacterial overgrowth, but just the fear of I got to try this, I got to try this, I got to try that. Maybe this is the solution, and you're going all around and you're taking random actions. We want to take aligned action for how you can uniquely conquer your cravings. And I'm going to give you a taste of this in the challenge, okay? So let me know below which one of these ways, which one of these results in conquering your cravings really stand out to you as something you desire and you want. Is it the fact that you really want to start believing that it's not just about self-control, and you want to stop blaming yourself? You want to find out what's at the real source of everything, of your cravings. But then 2, you're ready to just stop making excuses. You're ready to stop playing a victim. You want to then you want to take action. Number 3, are you ready to take aligned action? So what is it for you? Are you ready to stop blaming yourself? Are you ready to stop making excuses? And are you ready to take aligned action? Where are you at? Or do all 3 sound good? Because all 3 sound good to me, and I want all 3 for you. But sometimes it's one step at a time. So it's figuring out what's your why for conquering your cravings. Basically, our why is always attached to a result that we want, attached to something we want to live and walk in and experience in. Like when you have a vision board, you put photos with it that represent who you are, what it looks like, what it feels like. So if you say, I want to lose 50 pounds, you could write 50 pounds, but it's better for you to put a picture of what that really feels like to you. You see what I mean? And so what is your why for wanting to conquer your cravings? Do you want to stop blaming yourself? Do you want to stop feeling like you're a victim and making excuses? Or do you want to really just start taking an aligned action that is very much customized to you where you're at in your life? Let me know in the comments. And if you're watching the replay, please let me know as well, whether you're watching on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you're watching. Interact with me through here. But also, do not forget to sign up for the free challenge. So next week, I'll be jumping in live every day. There'll be a post and everything to really guide you through some really great material, really great value, really great questions and insight on how you can conquer your cravings by understanding what the types of cravings are, the internal, external causes, and how you can conquer it through food, which you're like, weird, but it's possible. You'll hear why, and your mindset and your habits. Okay? So go to madewell345.com/conquer your cravings. Sign up, share the link with a friend. Cravings is something that so many women of us, we all struggle with, right? But who is ready to conquer them? I am. You are. And then hopefully your friends are too. Okay, it's a free challenge here in the More Than Your Weight women's community, and it's just going to be a really great space to kind of get some support and conquer them. So I see that Lynn is on with me, and Lynn says, I want to physically feel better and have more energy. Yes. So those 3 things I mentioned might not be the things that your why for wanting to conquer your cravings, but maybe this is. Lynn just wants to feel better and have more energy. More energy, more energy, more energy, more energy is something I hear from a lot of different women. Because 1, we're burnt out. 2, we feel like no matter what we try, we don't have energy. And 3, when we hit certain stages and seasons in our life, it just feels like energy is just constantly being zapped away from us. So I do believe when you can really figure out what the sources of your cravings are and supplement that and really take aligned action through food, mindset, and habits, you will physically feel better. And I believe you will have more energy. And I think you're signed up for the challenge already, Lynn. But if you're not, definitely sign up. It's free. So that's it from me. If you're on again or watching the replay here, let me know. Do you have any questions about anything? Do you want to share anything? If you're doing the challenge, is there anything you're looking forward to? Let me know why you sign up for the challenge. Again, your why. So let me know in the comments, and I will be back here to chat with you and support you. So that's it for me today. All right. I'll wait and see if anyone has anything else to share. All right. Anything from you, Lynn? I'm so excited for this challenge, and I'm so excited for the one-on-one offer that I'll be offering for the ladies going through the challenge, and even after. Ladies in the challenge get first priority. It is a space where literally for a season, for the duration of the program, you would be able to get my eyes on your habits, your mindset, your actions around food, what prompts you to do certain things, and really give you some honest feedback. And I do this often with my one-on-one long-term clients, but I'm offering a special offer to do it for a short-term period. So definitely you're going to want to check it out. Anyways, sign up for the challenge, and I will see you next week, Monday at 12 p.m. for day 1. Bye.